Hello students, divisibility rules is our today's topic. Let us get into the topic now, tests of divisibility. First of all, we shall start with divisibility rule of 2. In this today's session, we shall be learning about 2 to 13 divisibility rules. First one is divisibility by 2. If you take any number, how can you say that number is divisible by 2? For suppose a number is divisible by 2 if its unit digit is any 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. You should remember these numbers. A number is divisible by 2 if its unit digit is any 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. For example, if you take the number 5, 8, 6, 9, 4. So here is the unit digit is, this is the last digit number, it is 4. So 4 is easily divided by 2. So it is divisible by 2. Next example, if you take 8, 6, 9, 4, 5, this is the unit digit. It is not divisible by 2. Why? Because here is that 5. So 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. 5 is absent in the series. So this number is not divisible by 2. Okay students, this is about our first rule. Let us go for the next one, divisibility by 3. A number is divisible by 3 only when the sum, you have to focus on sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Then only you can say that the whole number is divisible by 3. Let us see the examples one by one. In the number 69541, the sum of its digits is 6 plus 9 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So that is the digit, sum of its digit is 27. So 27 which is divisible by 3, it is 9 times. Let us see the next example which is not divisible by 3. Here is the number 94865. So if you do the sum of these digits, 9 plus 4 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5, so that is 35, which is not divisible by 3. Students, 653, this is the example. Then if you add 3 to this, then you should get 35. Now this is not divisible by 3. This is the quotient. Okay. Now let us go for the next example, divisibility by 9. Divisibility by 9. A number is divisible by 9 only when the sum, here also you have to find out the sum of those digits. Sum of its digits is divisible by 9. Okay. Therefore, just for example, let us see 2, 4, 6, 5, 9, 1. Now the sum of its digits, 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 5 plus 9 plus 1, it is 27. Okay, which is divisible by 9. So 3 times. Okay students, now let us see the next example. First, suppose if you take 73451, the sum of its digits is 29, which is not divisible by 9. Okay, let us see the answer for this. 3 times and 3.222, this is the answer. So students, this number, the sum of these digits does not divisible by 9. So the entire number also not divisible by 9. This is about the divisibility rule of 9. Now the divisibility rule of 4, let us see. A number which is divisible by 4, if the number formed by its last 2 digits, here you have to focus on last 2 digits. You have to remember students, this is last 2 digits divisible by 4. Let us see the example, 6879376. You need to say that whether this number is divisible by 4 or not. It is divisible by 4. Since we have to take the last 2-digit number is 76. 76 by 4, so it is divisible by 4. So 19 times. And let us see the next example here. What we have? 734519. Now this is the number we have. Here you can focus on the last 2 digits. This last 2 digit is 19 by 4, so it is not divisible by 4. 4 4 16, okay, then 4 point something we have the answer. Okay, let us see the next example here. Divisibility rule of 4. 4 9 6 1 3 8. If you take the last 2 digit, 38 by 4, 9.5. So this number is not divisible by 4. Let us go for the next one. Divisibility by 5. If a number divisible by 5 only when its unit digit is 0 or 5. For example, each of the numbers 7 6 8 9 5 and 6 8 7 9 0. Here the unit digit, it has 5 and 0. So these two numbers divisible by 5. If not divisible by 5. Okay, let us go for divisibility by 6. Dear students, for suppose you are taking a number, how can you say that number is divisible by 6? If that number is satisfying the divisibility rule of 2 and 3, that is also divisible by 6. Okay, you should remember this. If the number is divisible by 2 and 3, in these two, it must be divisible by 2 and 3, that is divisible by 6. This is the rule. Now, by 7. By 7, you have to focus on this, students. By 7, here is some typical one. For suppose, if you take an example, you can observe the last digit for that. 2289, this is the example. Here, if you take the last digit number, so last digit, you can double the last digit. That means into 2. So, if you get how much of number, so that should be subtracted from this entire previous one. For suppose, here the last digit is 9. 9 into 2 is 18. This 18 should be subtracted from this 228. Now students, what you should get? 210. So if this 210 is divisible by 7, then obviously, so how many times, students? 30 times. So this entire number is divisible by 7. Here is the next divisibility rule of 8. For suppose a number is divisible by 8 if the number formed by hundreds and tens and also units digit. You have to focus on it. Units digit of the given number is divisible by 8. Let us see the examples one by one. For suppose you have a number 16 7 8 9 3 5 2. The number formed by last 3 digit, that only unit digit, tens 1, hundreds 1. That means units place, tens place, hundreds place. So you have to find out the last 3 digit number, namely 352. If it is divisible by 8, the entire number is divisible by 8. Let us see now how many times this is. 4 8s and 44. So right, this is the number divisible by 8. Let us see the next example. I will take another number. Just 5 7 6 4 8 and 4. The number formed by last 3 digit. So namely 484. So 484 by 8 means, students, here 6 times and 0.5, 60.5. So students, this number is not divisible by 8. Okay, this is the rule you have to remember. If the number is going to divisible by 8, you have to focus on last 3 digits. So if these 3-digit number is divisible by 8, you can say that that entire number is divisible by 8. Let us go for the next one, divisibility rule. 9 already we discussed. Now let us see about divisibility rule by 10. A number is divisible by 10 only when its unit digit is 0. Unit digit must be 0. Okay, let us see examples one by one. If you take the number 78493320, it is divisible by 10. Why? Because in its unit digit is 0. So it is divisible by 10. Now students, if you take the next example 678405, here is the unit digit 5 students, then so it is not divisible by 10. This is divisibility rule of 10. Now let us go for the next one, divisibility by 11. You have to pay much focus on this rule students. Why? Because for suppose a number is divisible by 11, if the difference between, for suppose if the difference between, you have to see clearly, the sum of its digit at odd places, sum of digits at odd places and sum of its digits at even places, odd places and even places. Let us see clearly with examples, then only students you will have an idea about this. A number is divisible by 11 if the difference is between the sum of its digits at odd places and the sum of its digits at even places is either 0 or a number divisible by 11. Consider the number here 29435417. This is the number students. Now you have to say and you have to count the sum of its digits at odd places. From right to left you need to count students. This is first place, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. So sum of its digits at odd places. Odd places means you know that 1, 3, 5, 7. So the numbers are 7 plus 4 plus 3 plus 9. Why? Because 7 is located at first place, that is the odd number, then 4 that is the third one, and 3 is the fifth place and 9 is the seventh place. From right to left you need to count the places, okay, the digit places. Okay, now students, from this you need to subtract the sum of the even places. Even places nothing but 1 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2. Why? Because here 1 means at the second place, 5 means at the fourth place, 4 means at the sixth place, 2 means at the eighth place. So the total 23 minus 12. So we got 11. So 11 is divisible by 11. Okay. So this entire number is divisible by 11 students. Okay. Right. Let us go for the next example. Which number is not divisible by 11? That also let us see now. Consider the number 57463822. 57463822. Here also you can see sum of its digits at odd places and even places. So just like above, you can give the numbering to them: 4th place, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. So right to left. So students, here is the number 2 plus 8 plus 6 plus 7. These are the odd places numbers. Okay, I hope you understand. First place, third place we can consider, and fifth place, that is 6 and 7, minus even places 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. These are the even places. So students, here 23 minus 14, you got the number 9. 9 which is not divisible by 11, right? So this entire number is not divisible by 11 students, right? We shall go for the next one. Very easy trick here. Number 12. the number which is divisible by 12, that must satisfy the divisibility rule of 3 and 4. You should remember this. That number is divisible by 3 and as well as 4 also. Then only that number is divisible by 12. Let us go for the next one. By divisibility rule by 13. If the number is divisible by 13, we have to focus on the last digit. Last digit means unit digit. Okay, if you take the example for this 2, 3, 7, 9. So here is the last digit is 9, and students, this last digit into 4, that unit digit multiplied with 4. That means that unit digit means last digit into 4. You have to do here, students, some number you may get, and this number is added to the remaining number of this entire one, which you have to find out. Here is the remaining number means 237. Now let us do it. Here is the last unit digit is 9. 9 into 4 you have to do, then 36. This 36 is added to the last one, the last remaining, how much number is left over here, to that we have to add that one. So 273 we got here, and if you take this 273, if it is divisible by 13, then you can say the entire number is divisible by 13. Here is how many times, students? 21. So 2 times and 1 time. Okay, 21 times. Now if you take the next example, 3912. Here also same. If you take the last digit, last unit digit is 2. 2 into 4, that is 8. You can add this number to remaining. What you left here, remaining 391. So 391 plus 8, that is 399. If this 399 is divisible by 13, then you can say this entire number is divisible by 13. If not, it is not divisible. Okay, let us see now. 3 times and 0 here 0.6. So students, this number is not divisible by 13. Okay students, I hope you understand. This is about our today's session, divisibility rules from 2 to 13. I have explained everything, students, with examples. If you understand this class, you can subscribe to my channel for my further updates. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.